Hello my friends, it's Danish here and well, what's the date today? It's the 8th of April 2018. I have not posted in years. It's a long story. Again, it's pretty much, admittedly, it's the same excuse as I made before I ended up just vanishing, medical issues. And I want to get back into this, I really do. It's not going to be as frequent as it used to, I will say that. Just because, I mean, to put it simply, I'm on pills for, you know, my own problems. But they do essentially knock me out in the middle of the day. I mean, like, I have a full night's sleep, and then during the day, I end up sleeping through half the day, every single day. And it's not one of those, oh, you know, I just want to go have a nap. It's one of those, no, I need to sleep. I cannot wake up, it hurts to stay awake. But, yeah, Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher. Absolutely brilliant game. I love this game. I really do. It's one of those early access games in the Steam Greenlight days. This Slime Rancher, it's one of those early access good stories. One of those games that actually makes it, actually does something with itself. The developers, I believe they're, was it? Yeah, Monomi Park. I just noticed the bloody website. Yeah, this is the only game they've done so far, and this game has come out of early access and is still being updated with extra content. And there's more on the way. As of right now, we've got another update coming, which is going to introduce, I think, a new type of slime and some more slime science things, which we'll get into it. But Slime Rancher, this is, I would say, if you're looking for a game to relax with, then grab it. I will say that now. But I mean, I'm Bramble, so may as well start a new game. I'm not sure what to call this. Hang on. Yes, and I am doing it on the Xbox One just because I don't trust myself to be able to play it on the PC and have record it smoothly. Right, we're obviously going to do an adventure. We're not going casual. Let's just do a rock slime. Yeah, adventure mode. I've not actually played rush mode yet, I will say that. Rumour has eat Bob Hooman. Please chicken. I love that. I love the little humour in this game. It's quite, I wouldn't say it's quite subtle, it's just clever. And surprisingly, despite the fact that it's once again one of those silent protagonist games, it does have quite a bit of depth to it when it comes to characters. 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a slime rancher. That's us. Okay, here we are. Right, now, I'm sure by now people already know exactly what to do with this game. For those who don't, basically, as the title implies, you ranch slimes. Basically, you have a vat pack which you can absorb stuff, like be it slimes or food, which can be either meat, vegetables, or fruit. And you feed them slimes, and they essentially take a dump when they eat something. Like this. And there we go, we get a wart, which you then sell on the plort market. And there we go. Get some more cash as time goes on, and you can then upgrade your ranch. It's a fairly simple concept. And, oh, okay, that's a lot of pink slimes. Let's get some plorts. What we need to do... okay, 6 is all we need. For now, at least. Oh, actually, no, I won't have enough money. What I want to do is just raise a bit of cash first before we do anything. We already have a corral ready for us, but it's not upgraded. At least not to the level we want it to be. So let's just get some plots. Get a bit extra cash. Now, obviously, as I'm sure you noticed when we were at the title screen, there are a lot of different slimes. And each, of course, having their own different diets, behaviours. Some of which can actually be quite dangerous if you don't know how to deal with them. Oh, and we've already got some Largo slimes. Here we go. It's a rock slime here. These slimes are, if you look on the top right of the screen, this is a vegetarian. Largo slimes. These are essentially hybrid slimes. So if you feed a slime a plort, any plort other than its own, it becomes a hybrid of the two. You can't fully absorb them, but they do produce plorts of both types when fed. So just grab this, and we got ourselves a map. Okay, that's good, good. Let's just grab some food ready. We'll probably find some tabby slimes soon as well. These things are meat eaters. Come on, eat it. There we go. Rock plort, there we go. Oh no, that's a slime, not a plort. I don't want that. I can get rid of that now because the best way I find in raising slimes is ranching Largos. Just because you do have limited slime space, not counting the update areas. Oh, that's a gold slime. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. Oh, tabby slime. Gold slimes are extremely rare. You can't actually ranch gold slimes. They essentially appear every now and then, and well, when you feed them, they bounce away and drop a gold plort, which, as you can imagine, is worth a fair bit of cash. I would say it's probably best to store them if you do end up getting some gold plorts, but we don't have enough money to build a silo yet. I mean, this is going to help. This is going to really help. I don't have a slime on me. The tutorial's a bit slow, I will say that. There we go. That's pretty much doubled our cash already. That one gold plort. Yeah, I will say we'll go as far as the main ending. We're not going to, farm everything. Okay, not bad so far. We're not going to keep farming everything, go for all the secrets, because that's going to take way too long. What we are going to do is, we're going to set ourselves a few goals. So, goal number 1, of course, will be to ranch every type of slime. Every single one. With the exception of gold slimes and lucky slimes, which are essentially tabby slimes with a little coin on their head, kind of like a Meowth. So successfully ranch every type of slime, one way or another. Goal number 2 will be, of course, get to the end of the game. I'm not entirely sure if I am going to do all of the extra updates things as well, which one of them being Mochi's. I'm just interesting. It's where we get Quicksilver slimes. Well, we don't get them because we don't get to keep. We essentially ranch them in a similar way to gold slimes. You shoot their food at them, and then the plort just pops out, and they just keep moving. The other guy, I keep forgetting his name. But the other one grants us access to saber slimes, as in saber-toothed cat. Ow! No, that's not good. That's what I mean. Some slimes can be quite dangerous. With rock slimes, as I'm sure you've noticed, they sometimes curl up into a ball. They don't actively try and attack you. They just occasionally curl up into a ball and roll around. It's just one of those slimes, one of those things where they hurt you on contact. Oh, right, okay, can't do that yet. Need a water tank. Oh. Completely forgot about that, but that still works. There we go, that's what we wanted. Okay, I think that should be enough to give us an air net. Do that. And then we'll start ranching our first slimes. We are, of course, going to want to build a garden as well. Yes, yes, I know. This fucker's still running around. Obviously, as you... okay. Can't even get my words right. Pink slimes, obviously, least valuable plorts, but the most accessible slimes. Those guys don't have any particular favourites. They eat everything. But, as I said, then, they don't have any favourites either. So, don't expect to get more plorts than you would, more plorts than they'd usually give. So with slimes, with the exception of course, the pink slime, and a couple of others which we will get to once we cross that bridge, slimes have not only a preferred type of food, but a particular favourite food as well. So as rock slimes, they are vegetarians, as in only eating vegetables. But there is a particular vegetable they will eat, which is their favourite. And you'll know it's their favourite because when they eat it, there'll be a little heart that pops out, and then they'll produce double the plorts. So you feed a rock slime a heartbeat, which is basically a beetroot in the shape of a heart, and you'll get 2 plorts instead of 1. And this also counts for Largo slimes as well. You've got a Gordo, that's what, yeah, Gordo slimes. These are... oh, there we go, done. These are slimes you find in the world. They're set locations all the time. It's always the same spot. But you feed them enough and they explode and give you some sort of reward, which is usually a slime key, which you need, as I'm sure you can imagine, to unlock a new area. Okay, get some of these heartbeats. I'll prepare a garden and then we can start growing them ourselves. I think I remember... I'm not sure if it's heartbeats or square... or Q-berries. We have phosphor slimes right here, which is essentially fireflies. And, okay, yeah, we got Q-berries instead. Which is the phosphor slime's favourites. These guys only appear at night. If you leave them out in the day for too long, they will actually disappear. Oh, Jesus. Got a lot of Largos here. That's not necessarily a good thing. Oh, I told you. Tar. Right, that's one thing you've got to watch with Largo slimes. No, not good. Not at all. Right. That's one of the main problems with Largo slimes. Obviously, you get a Largo slime when a slime eats a plort. If a Largo slime then eats another plort, it'll turn into what's called tar. Basically the main enemy that you'll encounter in the game. Those tar, they are, in fact, carnivorous. They will actively try to attack you. And they will, I mean, they'll go for everything. Slimes, food, and you. They go for absolutely everyone. Actually, yeah, thinking about it, I'll see about going for some Phospholargos instead of just because I can't find any single rock slimes. And honestly, I don't have the patience to just keep coming back and carrying one Largo at a time. Hoping is to get enough cash and I can get us a solar shield. Do that and we can ranch phosphor slimes in the day as well as night. If you leave phosphor slimes out in the day for too long, then they end up vanishing, like just disappearing from existence basically. We've only got 4 at the moment. Oh, okay. Regular phosphor, and we'll grab the Largo as well. Come on. Ah, yes, yes. Keep telling me this. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. We're good. How much is the solar shield? Okay, so it's about another 200. Not sure I'll have enough. Yes, we do. Come on. Solar shield, now they're protected. Right, so we've got the high walls, we've got the air net, so they can't jump out. And we've got solar shield, so they can stay there in the day. I could have easily waited until getting one of the expansions, but that would take way too long. Okay, oh yeah, this is a... Oh, it's offline, never mind. Okay, what am I doing? I've got 2 Q-berries. I'll keep them for now. What we're going to want to do is raise money for a garden. Oh, there's the Largo. Just grab any food. Any food will do at this point. It's part pink, so I mean it'll eat anything. Oh good, I thought those had rotted. That's the thing with food. Aside from meat, if food is left on the ground for too long, it'll rot away, and then when you try to absorb it, it'll just disintegrate. Right, nope, nothing here. I haven't gone over those ones either. The little grey ones you've been seeing, these ones, like little domesticated cats, tabby slimes. Which, I mean, there we go, yeah. They're domesticated cats, basically. They kind of occasionally grab something and hold on to it for a while. Like, they're not the things they don't actually try to eat, they'll just hold on to it for a little bit. And I mean, they wag their tail a bit, but aside from that, there's not really much to take note of. I mean, phosphor slimes, obviously, they have wings, so they kind of fly a little bit. One thing with ranching, you'll notice sometimes they have different facial expressions. The thing with slimes is they can be, if you're not careful, they can be quite tricky to handle. Like different behaviours depending on how basically annoyed they are. And that's down to what's called agitation. If they're agitated, their behaviour will be a bit more erratic. See that one, this slime in particular looks quite hungry, so slimes that have special behaviour will be a bit more, shall we say, unruly when they're agitated. I mean, pink slimes and phosphor slimes don't really do much. Pink slimes don't have any special behaviour to take note of. Okay, what I need to do is get all these slimes away, otherwise I'll find them eating all my crops. Not chicken. Where'd he go? There he is. There we go, trying to trick him in there. And there we go, we have a Q-berry tree. Okay, there's a bit more cash, we can get sprinkler. Scare slime, that's really only useful if you tend to have slimes straying away from their corrals. Because it looks like a really, it basically looks like a cuddly toy of tar. And obviously the slimes are scared of the tar, so they'll instantly start running away when they see it. Otherwise they'll just wander onto your garden and just nick all your food. Right. Now, I've got one slime key. I could easily go straight for the Indigo Quarry at this point. Or thinking about it. Should I, though? Now, I'm not entirely sure, because, I mean, I've only just started. Admittedly, I just tend to blast through the game nowadays. Now that I know what I'm doing. At the moment, I'm kind of at a standstill until I get enough cash to basically build stuff up. I mean, these guys are happy, so they're not going to eat anytime soon. Okay, so we'll sleep it off now then. Oh, we got some mail. Oh, Casey. Hi, Bay. What's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what it's like. 7Z puts you in a pod and then lights out for all that time. Wow. What's the far, far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. Still can't believe it's yours now. I guess I better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck with you. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. Now, this is what I mean. There's absolutely no voice acting in this game whatsoever. None. But it's like a little backstory between Beatrix, who obviously this is who we are, Beatrix, and this Casey person whose gender actually remains a bit ambiguous. We're not sure whether it's a man or a woman. Even the one snapshot we're shown at some point in the game is a shot from behind, so it's still not clear. But I think that's kind of the point, really. It could be anyone, really. And it's just the emails that you get from Casey going on and on about, you know, remembering the stuff they used to do together kind of thing. The two of them used to be in a relationship kind of thing. And surprisingly enough, it works. Hang on, let's see some more. Oh, okay. Less than an hour. They're still not hungry. This is what I mean. The solar shield, if that solar shield wasn't there, then the phosphor slimes would disappear in the day. That's all of them gone. Right, I think really all I can do at this point is just go around grabbing as many plots as I can find and just raise the cash. And you just nicked it. One rock plot I see and it gets nicked immediately. One advantage as well with the Largo slimes is that, say you feed it one of the two slimes it's made up of. So say you feed it one of its favourites, it'll produce two of both plots. So say you make a rock and phosphor Largo, and the rock's favourite food is the heartbeat, the phosphor Largo is Q-berry. You only have to feed it one of them, and it only will produce two of both plots. You don't have to keep switching between them just to get its favourite, just to maximise the plot output. I mean, that kind of thing helps a ton. Bloody rock slimes! Oh, and you can't feed them chicks either. According to the game, it's either because they don't eat them because they're too young and they won't actually give them any nutrition, or as the game puts it, eating chicks would be heartless, and they don't have it in them to do that. There we go, fed Q-berry and get 2 pink and 2 phosphor. Okay, I'll do. Still can't really do much at this point. Not enough cash. What I need is to... Oh, Q-berry. That's enough. So feed the other 4. And this is always why I go for Largos. You feed 6 slimes its favourite food, once each. And what is it? I'm trying to think. You end up getting altogether, you end up getting 24 plorts out of it. Let's have a look. Nutrients. Make sure it gives us the maximum harvest. Okay. We'll keep these on us for now. In fact, I might go for the phosphor Gordo. There's at least one Gordo of each slime. Well, most slimes, at least. And again, we'll get to that once we find them. But most of them do drop slime keys, which you essentially need to get through the entire game. No, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. Ow. It's in here, I believe. Here it is, yes. Favourite food does work on Gordos as well. So, I mean, they all have a set amount of food that you're supposed to feed them. And whereas most food counts for 1, their favourite counts for 2, obviously. Don't think I want to do this, but I'm not sure I can get back at the moment. Right, if you see a sign like this, you're coming across what's called feral slimes. There they are. You can see they really do not look happy. Oh, they're not happy. It's just to update the Slimepedia. Basically, they're, as the game describes it, they're most likely slimes that simply haven't eaten in so long they've become feral. I mean, you always find them as Largo slimes, never regular slimes. Joink. Do. Oh, there's tar. The music always changes whenever tar's nearby. That was close. I was going to turn it into enough tar. Okay. A bit close. Sure. I'm assuming that one of the slimes ate the one square fruit I had. Ah! Piece of... Oh yeah. Tabby Gordo. Tabby slimes are meat eaters. So one thing with tabby slimes and others of the like, meat eaters are difficult to effectively ranch, just because their food is nowhere near as efficiently ranchable as the other food. If that's the correct word to use. Basically, it's much more efficient to farm vegetables or fruits than it is to farm any of the chickens. So if you're gonna ranch any meat-eating slimes, you want to Largo it with a slime that eats something else that's easier to manage. You know what I mean? So tabby slimes, we're going to ranch them with rock slimes, because we can just feed them heartbeats and get double the plorts of both types. Okay, again, these guys are still happy, so we don't need to do anything. What am I doing? Bit of a brain fart there. Okay, think... Okay, actually, we'll do this. There we go, that just doubles the rate that it grows. Right, at the moment I can only use the slime key to get us into the indigo quarry, so do that in a sec. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There you are. Feed. Oh, eat it! Or, you know, not. I keep missing the one slime I'm trying to feed. And then when I finally hit it, I find out it's not hungry. Feed a few rock slimes just to get some more. Ow, no, not into me! No point feeding the Largos. Well, I mean, there is, it's just I won't be able to pick up any more big slime, big floors. I don't know what I'm talking about. Eat up. Ow! Right, eat up, come on. Give us the plort, and off we go. Stop rolling into me! Hang on. He is hungry, there we go. Eat it, there we go. Alright. That'll do for now. You probably notice the arrows next to all these as well. Essentially, the plort market fluctuates. So as time goes on, every in-game day it changes. So maybe the price will go up or down. It's what's most advised is to essentially hoard a lot of your more valuable plorts and wait for the price to go up, and then sell them on. Do a corral. I'll do for now. Obviously the first thing we're going to want to do is build some high walls. I literally just remembered I need to feed those guys as well, like phosphor slimes. Focusing too much on waiting for the cuberries to sprout, I completely forgot to feed them in general. Some of this. plorts while we're at it, and that slime just dropped in the sea. Again, according to the actual game itself, when a slime falls into the slime sea, as it's called, it doesn't actually die. It kind of... Apparently, we don't know what happens, but we do know that it will end up... It'll end up fine. So if I do shoot a slime into the sea, please do not call Peter on me. Obviously, we're not allowed to go into the slime sea because it'll constitute an instant death. That's the thing. On the subject of slime agitation, I swear the easiest example for me to give when it comes to a slime getting more agitated. Say rock slimes. You basically find a rock slime that's agitated, it's hungry, it's really not happy whatsoever. Rock slimes, essentially, they will roll more often when they're agitated. Again, they won't actively target you, but they'll just roll more often, making them just that little bit more of a hazard. These are still not growing. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether or not they're hungry because you best know when they're not hungry when they got, you know, their mouth wide open, really happy kind of thing. Basically, that's when you know they're happy as they need to be. Okay, so yes, they're definitely fine. Okay, I think... Hang on, no, wait. I am one short! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think the game calls them Nubucks or something. I can't quite remember exactly what the game's currency is called. Let me have a look. Sell off. No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what the money is. Designs plorts and plort markets. Yes, okay, there we go. Yes, Nubucks. That's what it's called. There's not much else I can do here now, so we'll give it a rest. Oh, more star mail. Thora West. Hi there, Beatrix. Name's Thora West. I'll keep my introduction short on account that we all got work to do. I'm a long-time rancher here on the Far Range and head of the welcome wagon for your local range exchange. The Range Exchange is a network of ranchers just like yourself who are looking to trade what they got for what they need. Slimes, plorts, food, whatever. All you need to do is check the Range Exchange machine daily and be sure to get your trade completed within 24 hours. As more ranchers get added to your network, you should receive a hearty hello from them, so check your inbox. Well, enough jawing. We both got slimes to wrangle. Adios, Beatrix. Right, so yes, a little trade platform, which is this thing right here, basically. So you do this. Thora West. She wants 15 pink slimes and 1 roostro. Or is that a hen? I think it's a hen. I can't quite remember. Actually, so that's one thing I can do now before we give it a rest. Get us some pink slimes. Okay, it said she wanted 15. I'll take a gander, see if we can find a roostro. Okay, then that's just a chick making that flapping. 10 of these. Oh, upgrade. Dash boots. Reduce energy consumption when sprinting. So yeah, there's a lot of upgrades you can get yourself as well. These, yeah, there's a lot of upgrade machines right next to where we built the corral for the for our Largos. That's a hen. Just find a roostro. Ow, no, don't do that. So you can find one over here. This is probably a bad time, to be honest. Oh, stun. That's not what we want. There's another hen. Yeah, so yes, it was a bit of a... Oh, we got... Oh! Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Best thing you can do with tar is just shoot them into water. One thing they cannot handle is water. Once we get a water tank, we'll be able to shoot water at them whenever we need to. But at the moment, all we can do is shoot them into the sea. And that insta-kills them. If I had those hover boots, I'd be able to take a proper look at there. No, it's just a regular hen. If I can just find one roostro in it, that'll be all I need. If there's not one on the ranch, then I'll just give them the 15 slimes and then give it a rest. I mean, there was one that just showed up randomly. Nah, nothing. Right, we'll give it a rest here, and see what we want it. Okay, now I think that's gonna do it for now. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it in maybe 2-day intervals. Every video will be 2 in-game days. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll actually be able to get back into the swing of things now. So, yeah. Until well, Jesus, it's been so long. I can't do this properly. Leave a like, leave a favourite if you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Danish out.